Welcome to TRS Clips, where you'll find happiness through your own curiosity. I want to again begin this with a chapa of 2 lakh rupees to 10 lakh rupees, roughly speaking. It can be anywhere in that range depending on your degree of baldness. Okay. The next key question I have for you is, how much does it hurt?
So again, hair transplant can be a completely pain-free procedure. See, what people do, there's a lot of commercialization across the market, a lot of cost-cutting things happening. Anyway, anyone you know, I'm sure they would have done a transplant. It must be a 1 day, 12 hour, 14-hour job, or maybe 2 days extending, or else Turkey or something like that. So that causes a lot of pain, patient compliance, doctor compliance, technicians doing the job. What we do is supposedly, hypothetically, have to do 3000 grafts. I'll distribute that over 3 days, 2 hours each day. It is under a local anesthesia. So normally it won't hurt at all. And people are comfortable, the kind of procedures we do, people are comfortable to get back to their routine activities on the days of procedure itself. In fact, I don't even restrict them for major things.
Okay.
So I'll not say it's a painful procedure. Mild discomfort would be there, but that's completely acceptable.
Okay, please correct me if I'm wrong. During a hair transplant, basically what's happening is that if you are eligible for it, that means your hair on the side of your head and the back of your head is healthy. And it's thick. There are enough follicles there to be removed from there and transplanted on the top and correct your hairline. So the first process in a hair transplant is pulling out the follicles medically
Extraction, yeah.
correctly, right? So that you're keeping them alive. You pull them out from the sides and the back and basically place them at the top. And the art required here is near the hairline. How do you place them in such a way that it doesn't look like someone has drawn on your face?
Yeah.
Correct? Do you want to add anything to the procedure?
So procedure, yeah, I'll like to explain it medically also and the difference also. As I was mentioning, FUT and FUE, directly come to FUE because FUT is an old school technique. Mostly people don't follow and don't practice. FUE is a follicular unit extraction where, as you were mentioning, extraction of the follicles from the safe zone known as the donor area. Now, extraction also is an art and it requires a lot of surgical skills and experience. Reason I'm saying, hypothetically consider a person who's just having this much and he has to cover the entire head, the grade 7 bald person. The follicles what we are extracting is not going to grow back. So even a single follicle getting damaged or wasted is a waste from your body. You cannot replace it. So normally what happens, if I have a pen.
Yeah, go for it.
So hypothetically, consider this is a follicle. This is a motorized machine with a punch. It goes, cuts the attachment, we take out a follicle. This is very simple, okay? This size of the punch what we are using matters a lot. If it is a bigger punch, what will happen? The adjacent follicles what I'm extracting will get damaged. So if I'm extracting 3000, I'm damaging additional 3000 and scarring the donor area also. Here your doctor's experience, skills and everything comes into picture where we are using more finer, more conical punches, 0.7, 0.6 and able to extract more number of grafts without damaging it to take care of the entire supply.
So when people go to an unqualified person, this is what can go wrong.
Majorly. This is what has been going wrong in a lot of patients who travel to Turkey.
Can we go back to the procedure again?
Yeah. So again, extraction, as I mentioned about the implant also simultaneously, we follow a different technique where every angle needs to be maintained properly. Like crown has a circular pattern. If you observe anyone, it has to be in a circular pattern. You cannot put 90-degree angle and hair standing out.
Right.
It has to be in circular front hairline, as you mentioned. It has to be natural looking, fine hair follicles in the front. And all those things needs to be maintained, the depth of the follicle, the density of the entire balding area where we are covering. So everything needs to be maintained. So this is the procedure, extraction, implantation. If it's a low donor case, divide it over multiple sessions. Don't hasten the process, just try to complete in one day. Divide over multiple time. It's something you're giving it for the life. They can invest 3 days, 4 days extra for that. And do it in an aesthetic way so that you can deliver results which are permanent.
Respect you, man.
Thank you so much, sir.
Helping a lot of guys going through a lot. Because all of us, no matter what our age is, we're boys on the inside. And you want to look in the mirror and feel like a boy on the inside.
100%.
So this is one of those aspects of nature which takes away your own sense of boyhood. And this is why I respect doctors immensely. Not just doctors like yourself, all kind of doctors. Because everyone has, this kind of moral angle. That's what I've seen with all doctors A to Z. They may be a good doctor, bad doctor, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Internally, the core is moral.
Yeah, we get that satisfaction. In fact, I remember how I get Diwali wishes is 40, 50-year also will click a selfie and send me a happy Diwali. So he's so happy that the blessings are coming to us, and that motivates us to do better.
Other than like just money, you earn blessings of people whose lives you change.
For me, though, it's more than that because for me, though being an aesthetic procedure, my patient would see themselves every single day. I feel if I've done a good job, the blessing will reach me every single day. The more I do, the more blessings I'm going to get.
How does this experience of life feel over the long term?
So experience in the sense it's I as a person I'm too enthusiastic. I am deeply passionate about my work. Like I like being hands on with my patients every single day.
Because
simultaneously,
you're getting to help a bro.
yeah, maybe I'm getting a satisfaction. It's a complete work satisfaction what I'm getting, and it's a different perception what people have that it's a very tedious, it's a monotonous, it's a laborious job. And in fact, my colleagues also come and ask me when there are guidelines, technicians can do it. Why you want to get involved in yourself? I feel I remember a conversation with my mother-in-law. So she says that when you are very passionate about something, it's a kind of meditation. It gives you energizes you more than draining you. So for me, hair transplant isn't a job. It gives me a good fulfillment, a good sense of therapy for me that I love doing it every day. So
People think for me that would be podcasts, like podcasting would be my meditation, but it's actually only good podcasts, and this is a good podcast. Hey, if you enjoyed today's clip, make sure you check out all the other clips we've uploaded on this channel. You'll find a clip related to almost every single topic as long as you're willing to search for it.